This is KCSE Income Tax Part 3. Let's calculate PAYE step by step using KCSE style question, just like in the exam. Before we begin, here is a recap of the key terms: gross income, taxable income, PAYE, and relief. If you haven't watched Part 1 or 2, check the link in the description below. Let's start with an example. James earns a basic salary of 30,000 shillings with no allowances. We will calculate his gross income, tax payable before relief, and the final PAYE using these income details. So we shall go ahead and apply the tax parts provided. So the first step in calculating his tax, the first 24,000 at 10% rate gives you 2,400. Then step 2, the remaining amount, which is 30,000 his basic salary, minus 24,000 which is in the first range, you get a balance of 6,000. So using the tax pad, the balance of 6,000 is taxed at 25%, and that gives you 1,500. So step 3, total tax before relief, which you already found out, is 2,400 plus 1,500, that gives you 3,900. Step 4, subtract the personal relief, 3,900 minus 2,400, the fixed personal relief per month, and that gives you 1,500 as the payee. So back to our question, the final answer is this: gross pay is 30,000, tax before relief 3,900, then payee 1,500. Before we continue, just a quick reminder, if you need extra help with KCSE Business Studies, you can join my online tuition class. It's simple, exam focused, and fully online. Registration link is in the description. So let's try a KCSE style question. Mr. Joroge earns a monthly basic salary of 35,000. He also receives a house allowance of 5,000 and a commuter allowance of 3,000. He contributes 1,080 to NSSF every month. Required: calculate his gross income, find his taxable income, calculate payee after applying personal relief of 2,400. So we shall do that step by step. And step number 1, calculate the gross income. We get the basic salary plus house allowance plus commuter allowance. That is 35,000 plus 5,000 plus 3,000, and that gives you a gross income of 43,000. Step number 2, calculate the taxable income. That is the gross income minus NSSF contribution. So that is 43,000, we just found out that, minus the NSSF, which is 1,080, and that gives you 41,920. Next step, we shall apply the tax parts to get the tax before relief. So step 3, the first 24,000 is taxed at 10%, and that gives you 2,400. Step 4, next 8,333 is also taxed at 25%. So 8,333 times 25%, that gives you 2,083 and 25 cents. So the remaining amount out of the 41,920 taxable income is 9,587, and that is taxed at 30%, and it gives you another tax of 2,876 and 10 cents. Step 6, the total tax before relief is 2,400 plus 2,083 and 25 cents plus 2,876 and 10 cents, and that gives you 7,359 and 35 cents. Step number 7, subtract personal relief. So that is 7,359.35 minus 2,400, which is the personal relief, and that gives you 4,959.35 as your payee. So back to our question, the final answer is gross pay is 43,000, taxable income 41,920, and payee 4,959.35. Some bonus tip for you, always apply the tax paths in order. If income is below a bar, stop there. In exams, always start with gross pay, then taxable income, and then tax paths. Don't forget to subtract personal relief. And that is how we calculate payee using tax paths and personal relief. Subscribe for more KCSE content, and all the best in your studies.